Yeah, I can't think of her name.
Miss Barbara,
yeah, my
Parishioner.
Yeah.
How many years have you been here in Butner?
And Butner, probably since '84. So
1984. Wow. You been here in the church all this time?
When I first came here, I was, because we were in Zebulon. We moved here and I didn't know about the church. So we went to Wake Forest, which was the little church there.
Oh yeah, it's a Catholic.
Yeah. We were so used to Zebulon, because that was such a friend. We walked in the church and it was so friendly. We went to
Zebulon, the church was in Wendell.
Oh, Wendell, yeah.
Yeah.
But the one when we went to Wake Forest, it was a little cooler. So then we found out this church, and there was you could count them on your hand how many people were in this church. And
that was with Sister Carol.
No, this was with
way before Sister Carol.
Way before Sister Carol. It was when they had priests come to say mass.
Just coming on Sundays, in and out.
Yeah. And
who was the coordinator? Who opened the doors?
Probably Gloria Foley and her husband, because I know he did the lawnmower, and then Katie and Ron, they were here. So they all had, I think they must have had keys, because they were always the ones that did everything.
Okay.
So, and Gloria played like a little organ back there. There was one of them, I don't know what you call them things, a movable one. It was a movable one, because she didn't do the big one.
Oh, I see.
But yeah.
And that was only the masses in English.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about like 10 families,
yeah,
or 10 people.
10. There was the two sisters. I can't think of their name now. I can see them. And there was another family. I can see there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There were probably about 8, 10 people. That's it. And
wow.
And so they'd have little parties once in a while back there in the church.
And then.
Back, they just have.
And the ground now.
Yeah. And so everybody took care of the church. They were here.
So after the priests were coming as a missionary, then you have Sister Carol, the administrator.
Mm-hmm.
That's when more people start coming to church.
Oh yeah. She started first time she was here. It was we had pink walls.
I remember those by the pictures.
Pepsi-Bismol. Yeah, and it was nice. It was friendly. Everybody was friendly, but it was small, and kids had to go to church school at St. Michael's and
St. Matthew's.
St. Matthew's
in Durham.
In Durham.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because they didn't have nothing here.
Yeah.
So if they wanted to go either that or you would maybe go to Durham, the other. I can't think of her name.
Miss Barbara,
Parishioner. Yeah.
Wow. Then Sister Carol came over, and then she was here for 15 years.
Yeah, and this has changed too, because when she first came, they had the house across the street where she lived.
She was renting, right?
She was renting. It was a nice little house, and then they built the house where you were now.
Under Sister Carol's administration, we built the house, which is the rectory where I live now. Yeah. And so also build a sense of community here.
Yeah.
And then she started bringing the Hispanics for Mass.
Yeah. Right. So, and little at a time they come,
So,
get bigger.
So,
and then Father
Dominic came. And so you saw a lot of changes here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a whole lot of changes. Even in the building, people come and the growth.
And the growth, yeah. Even the pandemic, you saw it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So now, what do you do in the church?
What do I do in the church?
Yeah.
A little bit of everything. Whenever they ask. I've been in the social committee, which I'm still in, but there's not much of that right
Not much now because no parties.
No parties. And I set up the altar for Padre
for daily mass.
And if they need anything,
you are there.
Yeah.
Sunday sacristan too.
Yeah. So.
And the lector for daily mass.
Yeah. So I got that when Father Dominic came. He used to say the rosary in the morning. And he goes, so you can start saying it. And I said, he got me to leave because of his language. And of course, the first time I said that, I got so nervous I forgot the prayer.
Oh.
And he looked at me and started laughing. That was funny. But he said it. And then I kept, Sister Carol started me working with her on some of this stuff. because she probably knew she was leaving, so she was teaching me how to set up. And I helped her with the funerals when they had a little bit, and I helped with one wedding for her. And then she taught me. Then when Father Dominic came, I just kept going. I kept going when each person comes.
And now you brought your husband, right, Bill, to be part of the ministry.
Yeah.
He is the head of the ushers.
Yeah, he is. And I've seen the changes in different people doing different things too, And of course, we need more people to volunteer.
That's true. We all will need more volunteers.
Yeah, because we're getting bigger and bigger too, so we've got more and more to do, so.
And how do you see the church right now with the pandemic?
It's quiet, but yet there's still people coming because we have mass outside, which is nice because we can still have our closeness. I mean, I know God is everywhere, but coming to mass and just bring something to you, just to sit there and be with everybody else and praying together as a community, and it's just nice. Even though you can spread apart, you can still wave, you can talk to a certain extent, and get your.
So when you come to church during this time of the pandemic, especially on Sunday, I know that you come like an hour early, more or less. Mass at 8:45, you are here about 7:30 or so, set it up. It's a lot of work, right?
Oh yeah, especially seeing us outdoors now, because you got someone's got to put it up, and then someone's got to tear it down every Sunday because you can't leave it outdoors.
Correct, for safety.
Yeah, for safety, and you don't want. We don't have the best stuff outside, but with what we do, we want to keep.
Exactly.
And even though you don't want to say somebody might take something, you got to be safe.
You feel like Saint Martha from the Gospel, like you're quiet doing these things, or you are praying when you're doing these things.
Sometimes.
Sometimes
my mind is, just like we're reading. Sometimes my mind is going this way. That's why sometimes I'm seeing something, and then I say, "Just a minute, that don't sound right." And it's the same thing, but it's just your mind is, yeah. And I do it, and it's nice because it's peaceful before Mass comes. Even though I'm running back and forth, it's still peaceful. It's quiet, and I get,
And you had the opportunity to see and to touch things that people don't see and don't touch.
Yeah.
Because, people come and just they're far away and say, oh, the Mass, he's just celebrating the chalice, so is the bread. But you know more than that,
Yeah, you get to understand some of it too a little bit better, which is nice. And what you're touching, basically, it's not blessed yet, but yet it's still going to be part of the Mass.
Correct.
Yes.
It's like you are preparing a meal.
Yeah.
But no cooking, just bring all things out together. Well, thank you for joining us, and God bless you. I know that Bill is always traveling because of work, but each time he comes home, he's always with us. Bill and Barbara Parishioner.
We need more people to volunteer.
That's true. We all will need more volunteers.
Yeah, because we're getting bigger and bigger too. So.
And be good and behave. Don't forget to wear your mask, hand sanitizer. It is my mask. So that